Okay, this one I'm thinking is smoother. It's going to take a minute for people to show up. I will send the link.
Oh, I love technology so much. Okay, so I think I'm restarting. Mr. Crafty's I'm live, right?
Yep, I'm going to have to send
okay.
link out.
So we were on, and then hi, the crash. Hello. Hi, Kettle Story. Hi, Nikki. Yipes. You're so far away. My eyes aren't that good. There's a lot going on right now. I literally have 4 screens and a phone staring at me, so I don't even know what to look. I don't know what's on. Hi, everybody. Thank you, my gracious, forgiving friends that clearly have keep us in very low expectations over here on this channel. For a reason. I had an adorable little thumbnail for this video too. I was trying to emulate like how Sammy holds her little playbook, but hi everybody. So, but of course, that video wouldn't work, and now we have an ugly picture of my mouse as our thumbnail. That'll bring people running to this show. Okay, you guys. Hi everybody. Hi. Okay, so real quick, happy birthday, Miss Christina. Celebrating her birthday was yesterday, but this is she's celebrating today. And Miss Doreen, welcome to your very first live. You made it to a live. It's always exciting when I hear people are like, yes, I finally caught a live, so yay. And thank you, Miss Judy. I do think these are a good pick for ears, because they do go with my pink and orange here so awesomely. And as you can see, glue stick down. I think that's like the official battle cry of the Late Night Crafty Club. I am doing some testing of new shirts. There was some additional ladies sized shirts that they had offered with more of a feminine cut. So I am testing them. And thank goodness that we tested them, because I feel like I'm wearing sandpaper right now. This is the most uncomfortable t-shirt I've ever been in my life. So I am so thankful that I had common sense to be like, we should really run a test on these new shirts, because I seriously feel like some of the shirts that we did before, like I purchased them in advance. I wore them. But I think what I did not realize until one day when I wore a few of my white shirts, I was out in public too when this happened, but I realized it's kind of sheer. And I didn't realize that. And I think it's because I was not wearing it with a bra that was so obvious. But when you wear it with a darker bra or a pattern, it really shows through. So that was a little disconcerting. And I apologize to you guys that I wasn't quicker on that. So I decided, let's try another. There's some more options now. Let's give those a go. And this is not my favorite shirt. This is the most uncomfortable shirt I've ever worn. But I'm going to power through it because it is adorable, though. It has the cutest little, and think about that. When you walk around in this shirt, people are like, what does that mean? And you'll be like, let me tell you about the Late Night Crafty Club. So it'll be your open to talking to other people and being more extroverted. That's what our shirts will be. They will help introverts be more chatty. Just kidding. So yay, I am so happy to see your little faces. Thank you for making time for me in your very busy holiday schedule. We are like mid-month in December now, so this is kind of a real tricky time of the month. And we still have other fun live events to go. This is quite the weekend. So we are doing this kind of like late night chatty club. I got to be honest with you girls, it's going to be chatty versus crafty because we have a big launch tomorrow. And as much as I tried to be prepared and organized, so many things have been bamboozling us. We are using a brand new platform to roll out the workshops on. We gave you guys a taste of that workshop if you've purchased a Very Crafty Christmas Workshop. It's all the videos you saw from the live event we had last Saturday, plus the 2 additional crafted Christmas workshops that I believe Candy and Damaris did, those are also rolled in there. So it is a fundraising workshop. It is only $6. Can you guys believe that I priced it at $6? I wanted it to be as accessible as possible. And that $6, like, whatever fees that we get charged for like running the video, like I think Teachable takes a little sliver off the top, and then the rest of the money, all of the rest of the proceeds go directly to Troubleshooting for Christ, our partner ministry. And they are doing a fundraiser right now for widows and their children so that they have a Merry Christmas. They provide the toys for the kids and food. The widows that they serve at this time of the year, many of whom have just lost their husbands very recently. So this is their opportunity to kind of help with this very trying time. So we are partnered with that. Your contributions go to like directly into the gift buying for the kids, and they like get a little wish list opportunity. Like the moms get to fill out like what their kids' sizes are of shoes and clothes and what they like. So they're actually getting like really personal gifts. So that's a really wonderful thing. You should feel really good if you've purchased that workshop, because that is what you help contribute towards. In addition, that ministry also is doing a making gift bags for over 100 children this year that are living in the homeless shelter in Dallas. Dallas has I actually went there multiple times with Miss Craig, and they have a very large homeless shelter. And there are a lot of families in it, like a lot of women with children. So those children get gift bags and a little gifty and snacks. And so your money also helps contribute to that. So you are doing a wonderful thing by purchasing and supporting that little workshop. And that is all of the workshops. They were just really fun. Mine is the bonus video because of the technical issues that we had. And honestly, I'm very like, I have high standards for myself and the kind of content that I provide you guys. And I don't want to call that a workshop when I know that my workshops, I put a lot of my heart and like, I put a lot of like the step-by-step and teaching in it. And I feel like my Listers Got a List idea that I shared with you was more of a fun idea and, you know, kind of showing you how you could incorporate this fun concept with your family, treating it like a gift. But I didn't feel like it was really workshopy. So just to be fair, that it was a bonus video. So anyway, but I love your little faces. I'm so happy that you're here. Is Caroline's like, I finally made it. So the Bonnie is saying that she loves the workshop. It's very easy to use. So if you have purchased it and jumped into Teachable, you are now experiencing our new workshop platform. So that's where our workshops going forward will be housed in is Teachable. Tomorrow when we launch the new 2020 winter edition of the Crafty Club Playbook, the workshop will be housed, the book and the workshop. If you buy that bundle, the book and the workshop together, which is the best dollar savings, you will be getting all of your stuff, your materials and your classes will all be together in that workshop, which will be really great. I think everything will be housed together. So if you are loving it, I'm so glad to hear that, because then that will that just shows that you're gonna love the platform for everything, including, you know, our retreat, our summer camp. All of the actual workshop videos will be housed on that. So tonight is a night for a freebie. Yay! And it's a really adorable freebie. It's going to be going, it's something you can use in basically anything. Miss Kelly Bangs does a freebie once a month for the LNCC as a thank you for showing up to her lives. And it is something she donates her time to doing. So that is part of like her giving to the ministry. Well, we consider this a ministry. So that will be coming up, but I want to go through some things first. You guys know how I like to tease the freebie and then wait until I'm done so you guys hear everything, because this is kind of an important show in terms of like, if you really are invested in the community and really interested in like what we've done and where we're going. So I kind of gathered some information I thought would be interesting to talk about our year in the Reset community and what are the big changes for 2020. So that's what I wanted to go through. I just have a few housekeeping things first. This is your opportunity to jump into your playbook, to craft in your playbook while I'm talking. There is a post in the Reset Girls Crafty Club that on Facebook that you can access, and it'll say, what did you craft during the show? So I put one of those up tonight so you can show pictures of whatever it is you made during our show. So I am going to be doing a flip through of my assembled Crafty Club playbook, my new one, with the dividers, with the tabs, so you guys can get an eyeful of like what it looks like now that it's all completely assembled. I think what I showed you on our last live occasion, I showed you was just kind of the pages, but now it is officially built, and now you guys can see, you'll be able, I'll be giving you a full-blown flip through of the deliciousness. Now I probably will skip around a little bit because I don't want to ruin all the surprise for you guys, but I do want to show you that. So this will be debuting tomorrow. I do not have an official time for you because there's so much that hasn't been completed yet. So I really can't predict. And I do not want to have that clock ticking away as we get closer and closer. And then I have to tell you, oh, sorry, guys, we need another hour. So I'm just going to leave it kind of open. Our launch party starts at noon. I hope we will have, I hope we'll have it then. But you can purchase it during the show if that's what happens, but I will just kind of kick things off. We'll work in our current playbook if that's what you have, because we still have our December to get through. You and I both know that we're not done with December. If there are girls in here that are just finished, I would love to raise your hand, because I would love to high five you, because that's awesome. That's awesome. And Lee says, I hear a doggy. There is a doggy out there, a little barky doggy. There was barky doggies all through my videos. I had to keep talking as I was recording my workshop videos because so many dogs were barking this week. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're like, and usually there's not like we don't have like stray dogs running around a lot, or people, they walk their dogs, but the dogs that get walked around here are very quiet. It's the dogs that are in the backyards they're just really mouthy. But I don't know what that dog is, because usually there's no one that lives next door. So yeah, strange dog barking out there. So I'm excited. I'm excited that you're excited that there's going to be a playbook coming out. And I'm super excited that we have a whole new pricing structure for the book. So you're getting the book at a sale price, and you're getting a lot, like 3 times more product. Like the printable kit, that used to be an option. So we've changed things now, and now you buy the kit. Now you buy the playbook and it comes with the kit, and the kit has lots of stuff. I think I counted, there was like 60 embellishments, 6 dividers. The embellishments include all the tabs that we designed, and there's all kinds of pocket cards, decor, honeys. It's like the whole kit and caboodle. So you get that for what used to be our sale price, because I want to get this book into many, many more girls' hands. So I want to make this feel like, oh my gosh, I can't even resist the price. That's how I want you guys to think. Oh my gosh, I have to get that. I have to. And for just $10 more, you can upgrade and get it with the workshop as well. And if you purchase the kit, like the book, kit, and workshop, that is like the best price of all. And you will all of that will come on Teachable. So you will purchase that. We are going to have, I predict this might be a little difficult, but there will be 2 things in our store. One of them is for the playbook alone, and then the other thing will say the playbook, the bundle, workshop bundle, and it's not something you can purchase from our store, but it will have a link that takes you to Teachable. So I recommend, if the workshop was designed for those of you who like to craft with someone, craft along, have step by step hand holding. If you are not super tech savvy, there's going to be videos that will even talk about like cutting the paper, prepping it. You'll get links to all like the products that are specific to building your book, like binder rings and discs. So I incorporated those to make that easy. So it's very well organized. You get 2 options of building your book, loose rings or disc bound, and there's videos for each of them. We show you how to do dividers. There's additional divider ideas. There's additional cover ideas. So I did my cover very simply and basically. I added the clear mat, cutting mats that I really loved this year. So this is what, the simple version of it would be, including the little tabs that are now on it. and you have delicious dividers. So I highly recommend the workshop. This is like the beginning of the new frontier, and really the new focus for the Reset Girl, but I will get to that. But that playbook party starts at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. And I've just given you the little heads up that there'll be 2 products. One of them you'll be sent off to Teachable, and then one you can just purchase the book from our shop. And then you'll have that and you can put it together on your own. It comes with I have these cute little guides that it comes with to kind of walk you through how to assemble in a very simple way. So if you just feel like you need a little bit more, I really need to watch somebody do that, that's what the workshop is for. And there are 4 of us contributing to the workshop: myself, Caroline, Claudia, and Candy. So I'm super, super, super grateful to them for contributing content last minute and right before Christmas and right after our live event. So thank you so much, girls, for helping me get all that together and really put together some adorable stuff. So I want to give you another update. I had mentioned earlier in your newsletter, and I've mentioned it a couple times in our last live, that the Harmony Retreat, I kind of pushed back the launch date of it, the sale of it going on sale. So it will now be on January 4th that you'll be able to purchase the Harmony Retreat ticket. It's kind of like the sister experience to Camp Wannacraft. So now we are having a winter experience, but it is going to have a very different purpose and a different feel. And I want it to be more like more blissful, more relaxing, more about helping you build more harmony in your life. And we're going to make a fabulous little tool called the Harmony Handbook, which I'm super excited about. And I will be giving you more information as we get closer to that. But if you want to ask for, look for Christmas sales, a Harmony Handbook is really, we're going to be using a very simple bullet journal style book is what we're going to be doing. I have these listed on my favorites page, this specific one, which is like the prettiest bullet journal I've ever found. It's white with gold, this delicious gold geometric pattern and a mustard yellow band, my favorite. But it comes in charcoal and there's all kinds I have there. I also have this one listed. So this is what we're going to be working in for the Harmony Retreat. And we're going to be building a little tool that you're going to use all year long, along with the playbook and, your scripture writing. It's going to have a different purpose, but it'll be like your creative bestie, a place for you to build some tools to help keep harmony, flourishing in your life. That will be the purpose. So it's a very inexpensive thing to purchase, and it will kind of it will just help you. You're not going to be required to buy all the bells and whistles, because all the bells and whistles, all the fun crafty things will be something we're working in our Crafty Club playbook. So it has a different reason. So just be reminded that January 4th will be that day that the retreat goes on sale, and January 4th is also our declutter day for the Reset community. So we're going to have an all day of decluttering together. And the focus of decluttering will really be about our craft space, our craft stuff, and helping you get prepared for the retreat. Or if you choose not to do the retreat, it's going to help you get prepared for, your creative life in general. Because really, we want you to have no excuses for getting crafty, for making that part of your life, for choosing creativity as your form of self-care. There's many ways to do self-care, many. Crafting is one of them. But I think some of us with the crafty gene, we're really hoarders first and foremost before I think we're really crafters. A lot of us. Some of us are great at using up materials, but I think in general, we're really not. So I wanted to help you guys kind of like declutter, get rid of things, focus on the good stuff, the stuff that's going to help build you a really great crafting experience. We'll talk about like different areas of your crafting space. If you have to be focused like just in a tote, what are some of those ideas? Because we all have different, situations. Some of us have gorgeous big craft rooms, and some of us just have like a desk. Some of us have nothing. And if you are a person with nothing, this is your opportunity. I want to talk to you guys about that, and how can you build something in your home that might just be in a corner, might just be a little place that you can shut the door. If it's a closet, start eyeballing your closets, girls. Try to be honest with yourself with your closets. Is there just, crap in there that's just kind of hanging out and really could find a home or be gotten rid of? Can you repurpose the closet and turn it into a little craft space? A secondhand desk from the thrift store can be painted easily, and you could have a whole little place that's just for you to have, craft time. And I want that for you. So that's something to keep in mind. January 4th will be our declutter day, and I will be adding another day to the calendar. I got feedback. I asked you guys how you felt about having a rebuild day. So there's the declutter day where we break it all down, and then rebuilding it back up with focusing on, like, here's organizational tools. Here are things you should have in your arsenal, in my opinion. And I think that will be, it got lots of feedback. I got lots of people saying, yes, we need a rebuild day. So I will have to take care of that as well. Adding that to the calendar. So decluttering will be first, and we're going to have some special guests that day. A few of my crafty friends have agreed to come on, and they're all going to be decluttering with us, and we'll just have people checking in with us, letting us know, how is it going? What are you working on? Which I think will make it more fun. So just my last reminder is, if you want to get on our texting reminder list, we do have a text program where we send out reminders to people like, hey, Corey's about to go live in 2 hours. Here's the link. If you have not done that and would like to, you can text the letters TRG to the number 94253. If you are an international viewer, there is a workaround for you. There's an app called Text Now. You download it and follow the steps, and you are essentially setting up a US phone number that you can use for texting. And you would use that to do the TRG to 94253. So that is the workaround for international girls. And we got that tip from an international girl. So hi, Miss Candy. I see your little face in the group, and thank you so much for doing all that for me last minute. Super excited. I started getting caught up in your video, one of your divider video. Yeah, it was a divider video. Was it? What's the cover? No, divider. Okay. So yay. So there's going to be declutter and then rebuild. That's what we're going to be doing. Kathleen says we should be doing face masks with declutter. Agreed. That could be a great day to put on, like, a foot treatment with your fuzzy socks, face mask it up while you're working on your stuff. I totally think that's a great idea. Sorry, I looked down and it said year on my screen. Okay. We have officially moved past the housekeeping. Those are the little important reminders, new announcements about dates. And I have adjusted our events calendar. If you've not visited our events calendar, theresetgirl.com, there is a little calendar button. And if you click on that, you'll see the calendar for the month, and it will reflect what live events are going on and are planned up into early January. So I did update that for the new dates I've mentioned. So the Reset community, let's talk about that, what we did this year. So I have, let's see, I have a few little bits of bits of data to share with you of how this year went for us. I feel like I should have been doing this all along and, like, giving you guys a little report at the end of the year. I wish I had thought of that earlier. But this year, so we debuted the Crafty Club PlayBook this year, and we sold over 1,700 books, which is pretty awesome for a printable product. I'm kind of curious what would happen if it was a physical product. But it's kind of like a little dream of mine that all along I had always wanted the Crafty Club PlayBook to be this kind of annual book that got printed. It was going to be, with the coil bound cover. And I was really excited about it. And it was one of the things that I talked to my dad about. And when I described it to him, I remember him being like, I will bankroll you. I will put up the money up to help you get that done. And I was just like, aw, my dad believes in me. So the Crafty Club PlayBook, in its current in its this current year, it sold over 1,700 books. I think that's a win. That's 1,700 books that helped more women get crafty, creative, that are busy, that don't want, you don't want to think about, well, what would I put in a book? Like I get like that all the time. I get, all of us have, this has been blank. This has been blank. They've been blank for months, if not years that I've owned them. They're still sitting here waiting for a job. So that's what I loved about this and why I wanted to create it. I wanted to build a foundation that was like, I already did some of the work for you to kind of help prompt you along to just kind of complete things like we did when we were kids, when we did the whole what was that? What they used to call that? The little, like a little picture and it had numbers, connect the dots. Do you guys remember connect the dots? And the sticker pages where you get a whole page of stickers. Sometimes they were sticky or sometimes you had to lick them and stick them in the little dotted spot where it was built and you complete the picture. I mean, I loved those when I was a kid. So I kind of feel like that was my jumping off point for the Crafty Club Playbook. It was a way of creating that sort of like grown-up girl activity book. So I'm very excited about that. This year we also hosted over 1,300 campers at our first Camp WannaCraft. This was the first year we switched from being a self-care camp to a crafting camp, and we had 1,300 campers, which was awesome. That was awesome. That's like one of the highlights of my years doing camp, but this one was just, it was ridiculous how good it was. We also, as a community, we raised over $3,000 for school supplies for Troubleshooting for Christ. I did several posts back in September, perhaps it was in August, asking for donations, and our community was very generous, and we raised over $3,000 for that. So kids from kindergarten all the way up to college age, there was funds to help them with those needs, like paying for books at class, an enrollment fee, getting new clothes, or school supplies. So the money was stretched in many different directions. So far, we have raised $500 for our Christmas fundraiser for the widows and their children, and I'm hoping that there will be more people purchasing the workshop. If you feel that the workshop was a much greater, because it is a much greater value than $6, that was simply my way of trying to encourage donations and make you feel like you got something for your money. But if you feel like a little more generous than that, please feel free to donate directly to Troubleshooting for Christ. Mr. Crafty is posting it in the group, but I will also link it in this video as well. If you have to come back and watch it, or you're a replay viewer, it's in the description box. We also rebranded our faith community this year, and we are now calling it the First Love Club, which was what my original podcast with Tracy Claiborne, we called it the First Love Club, and now that is the name of our faith community. So, which I love, and I think it's perfect for it. And on a personal note, Mr. Crafty and I, starting with the beginning of the year, this year, we actually started January in the state of Tennessee. So we drove from Tennessee to California, back up to Washington, back across the country to New England, and then back to California. So we have traveled a total of 12,000 miles this year. And thank you, Mr. Crafty, for looking up those numbers. I appreciate your help. So that was that was a lot of travel. A lot of eventful things happened. I think we spent a lot of time talking to each other a lot about like little epiphanies we were having. So this has been kind of, I'm segueing now into my behind the scenes part of the conversation. So behind the scenes for Mr. Crafty and I, we have learned a lot of lessons this year. I think more so than any other year that we've been TRG. So this year there was a little bit more, I feel like, clarity for us, and sort of like talking through some of our many pain points that we have. And I think that, sometimes when you have some time to think things through. And for us, like I do a lot of my brainstorming or thinking when we're driving. So when we're in travel mode and we spend all those hours, that's been some of my greatest coming up with ideas time ever. And it also has given us time to really kind of talk through some of our issues. And I think what's interesting about us is that Mr. Crafty and I have a really hard time saying we're business owners or entrepreneurs. That's really, it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel like the right fit. I don't think of myself as an entrepreneur. We often joke about it, how we're accidental entrepreneurs, but really when I think of people who were like small business owners and entrepreneurs, there was this driving force within them that they wanted to be. They wanted to be their own boss. They wanted to start a business. They wanted to, do this. That was not really how things happened with me and Mr. Crafty. And if you participated in our customer appreciation month last month, where we did, we shared together kind of the backstory of how we started, it was kind of accidental. It was kind of like, well, I want stickers, and Mr. Crafty kind of didn't want to spend time making them for me unless I was willing to kind of like sell them. and so that's kind of how we started. And then we were just kind of accidentally good at it. And then after a while, it was like, well, we're bringing in enough money that kind of replaces the income I make in my full-time job, which I don't love anyway. So what if I took all that energy and time and spent time actually trying to do something with this little opportunity? And that is kind of how we found ourselves, going down this road. But the truth is that, despite success, you can still find that, wow, I am not suited for certain aspects of business. I'm not suited for being a manager, working with people, being a leader, being a project manager. There's many things that I have done in my career, but apparently doing some of them for myself is a very much more complex issue. And I feel like we've just come to this fork in the road where, like, a lot of times the stress of the different things that we have chosen to do they kind of like tear at our marriage, because we are together 24/7. I love being with Mark and he loves being with me. He's my favorite person to be with. And a lot of us feel that way about our husbands. So, and it's difficult sometimes when your frustrations and how things aren't working out and how you end up feeling about yourself because things don't work the way you wish they would. A lot of times that can start eroding your being sweet and being loving and how you deal with each other, because you're walking around with your own frustrations. So I think that, like, in the big picture, we choose not to have that happen. I am not a career girl and I'm going to make this work. I wouldn't choose any business or money-making proposition over the sweet man that I waited 20 years to find in my life. So I think Mr. Crafty and I have kind of come to this realization that we have to make, as much as we have done well with certain aspects of TRG, it doesn't mean that we have to do things that way. It means that we need to scale back. And what we have really, I think the best way to like think of it for us is that next year TRG has a word for the year, and it's called less. This might be counterintuitive. A lot of business coaches or business managers would say, you're crazy. You should be pumping harder. You should be hiring more people. We tried all that. We've done all of that, and we don't want to do that anymore. We want to have a simpler situation. And I think we've come to the realization we need to settle down, not be in the RV full time, have a dedicated filming space and photography space, and just have less frustration building things and tearing things down. And all of that, it just erodes, your desire to do things, because it's like, oh, it's always so much work putting this up, taking it down. It's always so much hassle with all the technology issues inherent with the things that we do. So stopping our full-time RV life will be a big thing, and really focusing on less is more is going to be our policy around here. So we are really going to reset the TRG platform. What does this mean? So we're going to be taking a break for the winter. We're not going to be rolling out a new collection at the end of December. We're not going to be pumping out any kind of launches. We are going to make the Harmony retreat available for purchase on January 4th, and it will go live at the end of January. And that's really all we want to focus on. We want to focus on building a really awesome retreat experience for you. I want to walk in what I'm telling you. So I want to spend the next few weeks just focused on my own harmony, so that when I'm building tools to share with you, they come from a place of, this worked for me. This is something I'm doing daily. This is stuff I believe in. I want to have that, you know, in my little soul when I'm sharing my heart with you. Like, I want that for you too. So that the only way that I can have true harmony, that is my word for the year, is to really change what we're doing. And it's scary to do that, because people will not want to be in the community more. Well, if I can't have this, I don't want to be there. And I understand that. And I don't criticize anyone for making those decisions, but you know, it's scary because you're like, wow, I'm cutting away big hunks of our income doing it that way. But the truth is that Mark and I want to do things that I want to do things that I am so passionate about and love doing. Like, I just need to step off our crazy bus that we have been driving too long. We are not equipped to do the things that we've been doing. I just feel like it's all sort of been God's grace that we've made it this far. So we're going to be taking a break for this winter and focusing on our retreat and building you an amazing experience. So we will not be doing a collection or First Love Club kits. We're going to continue doing the scripture writing challenge. We will provide the list of prompts. We will continue doing that in the First Love Club. We are not going to do Listers Got a List. We're not rolling anything out. We're going to kind of scale things back to kind of create harmony, not just in our lives, but also in the community. So we want a really meaningful focus on harmony. And what does that mean? I want to write content for you to help kind of plant those ideas and help, bring you to like this happy place that I'm trying to achieve myself. So we'll be moving. The other thing we'll be doing is moving our shop. The craziness must end. We will be moving our shop off of our website. That experiment did not work out. We are going to be moving it back to where we are, one of the shop platforms we originally had, which was called BigCommerce. It's the last store we had before this one. Many of you were customers on that platform. And so that's going to be something that we are more likely going to move back to. And we'll be doing that move slowly. So for those of you who have purchased a lot of things through our current website, we will give you lots of time, lots of reminders, download your stuff, get that on your computer, because eventually we will not have those files being stored on our website. But that will be a long, slow drip campaign to that point, and you will not know about it. We'll be discontinuing monthly collections. That's one of the biggest rat race issues that we have. We are such a tiny team, and it takes so much work for those to come to life. And there are so many issues no matter what we have tried. And so I would rather spend all of that effort and energy just creating a different product for you. I think we've been running digital products for a while now, and I feel like you guys have a lot of materials to work with. What we are really excited about, what I'm personally excited about, is going back to physical product. So that is something I have to give up something in order to create something else. So we're going to be discontinuing monthly collections. We're going to be offering physical kits and products periodically. I'm not going to have a designated date every month anymore. It ends up being very difficult to work around because, again, I have such a tiny little amount of resources to work with. That gives us freedom to take longer to do things in excellence, which is going to help have harmony. And you will not have these, constant launches. I want to do, again, less so that you can enjoy more. When you get our products, they will be more sumptuous and delicious. And while we may not be able to provide enough physical product for the entire community, because Mark and I are going to be doing all of our own shipping and all of that, we are going to have to, really provide more of a boutique kind of experience. But it will be something that you guys will have to look forward to instead of, you know, how things have been. It'll be a nice change. And you guys know how we love change around here. Change is good. So yay. So I cannot promise the digital products we offer. We will continue to offer them. They will be tied to specifically to our retreat and our summer camp. But I don't want to say they'll be like on a schedule of any kind, and I don't know how much digital there will be versus physical. So just I don't have any answers for that at this time, but I know that a lot of you are going to be just super squealy excited that physical product is back. And I'm the first one to say I'm squealy excited. So we do have, I've said this many times, we do have physical product with us. We actually have Reset Your Goals kits with us in the RV. And we have an entire faithful product that we never sold before. That is also going to be something that we work to get onto our new website. So those are things to look forward to. And sooner than later, we're going to be working on those. Workshops are going to be a really bigger focus for us. That's really, honestly, I miss making videos for my YouTube channel. I feel like everything I put up there is all like live replay stuff. And I miss doing tutorials and talking through like, here's my process. And so I want to do more YouTube content, but more importantly, I want to do workshops where we are taking the time to flesh out some of the pain points that a lot of crafters have, creators have, that I want to help you with. And I have more resources in the wings of people that can contribute that, and not just in crafting, but in other areas too, including our faith walk. So I want to do a faith experience and that kind of thing. So that just needs more, we need more resources to build those. And that's what I would much rather give you in 2020 than more digital product. So I hope that although it might be a bit of disappointment to not get to see a fresh collection every month, that you will understand in the long run. I just want to, I want to, as a creator, I'm excited to show you more workshop material, more ideas. And I have a list of ideas that just sit there year after year. I have 2 amazing products that have been in the beginning stages of development that have never seen the light of day because I can never get to them. So I promise you, although it might be like, oh man, trust me, that I hope like the bigger picture is I have a whole new stuff like to roll out to you. So I hope that you guys stick with me. I hope that you guys just hang in there. And we have the fabulous Crafty Club PlayBook to play with during this winter with a delicious kit that came with it. So we have got plenty of stuff to work on. Then we're going to all go to retreat together and it's going to be fabulous. We're going to walk out of there feeling refreshed. And then in the spring, there'll be a new playbook and some new delightful things for the First Love Club. So there's stuff a-coming, but we're going to take a nice little break and we're going to just slow down. There's no fear of missing out because all of us, including me and Mark, are going to just slow our roll. And I hope that that's music to your ears. Doesn't that sound fabulous? So we're going to be focusing more on our playbook as well. This will be a bigger focus for our summer camp, our Camp Wanna Craft, so that you guys won't feel like you're kind of doing competing projects. There'll be more power hours, our spontaneous crafty show. I hear the pitter pat of little Mr. Crafty feet. What's going on?
Sorry, mine was paused like you were disconnected, but it looks like you're still going. So
I'm still going.
Maybe it was just me.
It was just you. And also I'm gonna let you know that another product that I have yet to bring to life is a Faithful Girl version of this book. So I've had a Faithful Girl playbook going around in my head for over a year now. So it was actually one of the products that I have a whole family of playbook products that have yet to see the light. And so the Faithful one is another one I would really like to get online. And the truth is, you guys really love the playbook. We sell a lot of playbooks versus the other products that we do offer. And because the other products take so much more time, there's so much more issues to have, problems with them. And this is a an easier product to roll out, it just makes sense for us to, like, you know what, less. We're just going to focus on this. This is what we do well. Let's just stay here. Let's just stay in our lane. So this is what we want to focus on, and rolling out a faithful product version of it. And then there will be another faithful product being added to the lineup. So Miss Lisa says she loves the girl on the front of the playbook. Is she not adorable? This cover is so delicious. Our illustrator, whom we love so dearly, Vanessa, she hand illustrated her. I call her Vanessa because I just, like, she never really had officially a name, like Sammy had a name, but I think we should call her Vanessa. And then Miss Kelly organized the rest of this. This little cover was a very much a lot of back and forth, getting all the details right. A fun little pillow on the couch with By the Reset Girl. I could not love this cover more. I just think it's delicious. So each playbook this year will have its own unique cover. So this is the winter version. You will not see this cover again in the spring. It will be something else. So how does that sound? Justine says she looks like me. She has some fluffy hair too. This is one messy bun. I love that. Colette says that's my couch, but mine's in turquoise. Ooh, what a fun couch. Okay. Oh, excellent. Jitters Aunt said, good smoting, somebody. Oh, my Lanta. So, one of the wonderful things about being on here. Kate is asking, will there be a digital kit for January, or is that being discontinued? So there will be a kit. It will be the Harmony kit. So it's not a collection. It will be a standalone kit you can purchase for camp to use. I'm sorry, not camp. I'm trying to change my wording myself. It's such a habit. So the retreat will have, you know how I always include printables with your camp, materials. So you always get some like extra stuff. So you'll get that with your retreat materials, but then there will be this wonderful collection. These are all terrible habits. I have to break myself up. This will be a kit you can buy in addition. So it will look like a very scaled down collection. It will be a less is more attitude. I put new products into it. I gave new direction for like different things that we don't always see. So we're making changes there. You'll see some things will go away, and then some things will be fresh and new, and that will be available probably around the time that the Harmony retreat is ready to go. So it will probably be launched more so in the end of January. And then when the spring comes, I'm hoping to have some kind of like more faith-based experience, whether it's a series, like a workshop, and get that his and her prayer binder workshop in there. But also have other teachers involved. That's kind of my dream for the spring, is because that's a really great time, I think, for us faithful girls to kind of focus on our faith. So I'm excited for that. And then as far as my YouTube goes, I am super excited for YouTube. Like as soon as this playbook launches over, I'm all about like my own personal, it's like my own little personal pet projects that I want to film. So I'm excited for that. So, I know a lot of you girls are going to be really excited for a faithful version. And yeah, Carla says, I love staying in your lane. You are more than welcome to stay in my lane, Carla. Thank you. There's room for everybody here. Excellent. So Kathleen says, love your YouTube videos. That's how I found you. Yay. I love hearing that. It's awesome when how people find each other. And I really love, I love the fact that so many people found me through YouTube, and it always just bums me out that it's the one platform that I haven't really given my all to. And I feel like with my obvious love affair with Instagram has kind of it's just gone away. It was like my full-time job at one point, but I just don't understand. I've talked about it before. I just don't have that same loving feeling towards it, but I really do. Even with all of the really overwhelming changes that YouTube is going through, it's still it's still an outlet for being able to talk with you guys and give you more, just more content, more way of connecting, more way of talking and through my process. And also it holds me accountable to actually creating and crafting, because that's when I'm actually doing it. And I really don't craft very much without a camera on me. So that's the bottom line. I don't ever sit in here quietly by myself, just doing stuff for me. So, and that's good or bad, I'm not sure, but I sure like doing it with the camera on, because then it's like doing two things. One, it's helping me, and then it's helping a lot of you. So that's a win-win-win. So I know a lot of you are going to be really excited for the faith component of the workshops and stuff. And yes, Kate Williams, the playbook is debuting tomorrow. So thank you, Chatty. She says, I'm so proud of you. I love this community you've created. So many of you guys, you are the community. Your wonderfulness, your awesomeness, your lovingness, your enthusiasm for this, you are the community that's just found each other. You know, I'm like a little conduit. Me and Mr. Crafty, we literally just kind of threw our little shingle out there on the internet, and you guys have just kind of found each other through it. So I definitely do not take the credit for that in that way, because I really think that all of this is really because we're all together in our little crafty club. Whether that's on YouTube, whether our Crafty Club is on Facebook, but it's there. And I did talk about the membership. That's something quite a few people had questions about on my last live. And that was something that we were very focused on at the beginning of this year, the beginning of the year before that. We've been talking about that for 3 years now. And the truth is that we run towards the light and we get very excited. We start going through all the motions of like, okay, what would it look like? What would happen? But then we realize with such a small team, if one thing falls through the cracks, if one thing happens, like we're on the hook for this membership. It's this thing that's like coming out every single month. So what Mr. Crafty and I are going to be focused on this year is really finding that sweet spot. What is it that I personally love to do? Like we rely on nobody else, but it's just me and him. What is the thing I really love to do and would be willing to do every single month with passion, with love? And that's something that you could be part of. That could be a private set of videos, a private set of lives. It's something you can look forward to every month. What would that be? When I hit upon that, that's when the membership will roll out. But we do have so many pieces of it in place. The website, that there's so many things that we've kind of like created to support it. It's just like it's like an empty neighborhood right now, just waiting for all of us to move in. And honestly, excellent smoting tonight. I see a lot of a lot of comments in the group. Excellent smoting, good smoter tonight. Maybe that's the kind of t-shirt we need, is a big old blue wrench. I'm a smoter. So yes, Mr. Crafty says the trolls be out in droves tonight. So so that is what we have going. That's what I wanted to kind of like unpack for you, is these are the kind of changes. And I know it's going to be a bit of a bummer, but yet I promise you there's going to be so much good that comes out of like letting things go. And we are all of the age, girls. we get that at this age. We totally get, the more you let go, the more, you have room in your life for other things. And decluttering day is going to be a really good day to physically remind ourselves about that, about letting things go and then watching better things come our way. So that's what we're going to focus on for the Reset Club. And honestly, when you think about it, that should be the mantra of the Reset Club. It's like we reset every year and it's just something new. Let's be different than, I want to be different than other brands. I don't want to be like all the other companies out there that do things. I want to be different. And really our best product is our community. That's what it is. Just having you guys here, just being able to interact with you. That's the best product that we offer, is just this. The Late Night Crafty Club, the Playbook Power Hour. If we did nothing else, it's just having like the connection of us people. And to that point, this is also going to be a year where one of my little pet projects that I really want to get out there into the world is a little introvert kit. A little, let's celebrate our introvertedness. I really think that needs to happen for the reset community, because it's literally, I feel like the way I built my following was not just because I took pretty pictures, but because I really talked about the introvert life, right? Hashtag introvert life. But as we know, we love our extrovert friends, and everyone should have an extrovert friend in their pocket. Right, Paula? So, yay. Hi, Miss Caroline Martinez. I love our community too. So tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to be having a chapel crafting with Corey show. And then at noon, we'll be having our playbook party launch. Will the playbook be ready for actually purchasing at noon? That has been yet to be revealed. I don't quite know, but it is the reason why this is more of a chatty show and not a crafty show. And it's the reason why this will probably be the shortest late night crafty club we may have had, other than the time that we had the lightning storm. That may have shortened things up too. So yes, I want to do, you guys are excited for the introvert kit. So I totally wanted to do an introvert kit. And that's kind of what I'm going with this. I want to do things. I want to do some fun, crafty things and do stuff I've, had on this wish list. You guys should see this list. It's very long and it's very old. It's like from when, I think it was from 2015. It started me kind of building this whole, all the things I'm going to do for the reset community. So it's time. It's time to start making those changes and doing different things. So I hope that you stick through those changes and get excited for all the new things to come. So it's time for the freebie. And Mr. Crafty, I forgot to ask you to print that for me. I don't suppose you could print that for me now, hot off the press, so that I could.
I'm busy smoting people in this chat room like crazy. We've got to change the way we do this.
Okay. Can I rant for just a minute? I just really need to rant. So with all of the things that YouTube is rolling out, the kind of they're putting a lot of the onus on creators that we're supposed to do different things to be compliant with the FTC. I think it's very interesting that YouTube has never put into place anything that would require people to have more accountability. Like when they go on YouTube, you can literally create any YouTube name you want. It could have filthy words in it, be so inappropriate, something a child should never see. They shouldn't know those words or ask about what that means. And yet they allow people to do that. Just having somebody come into a live chat room and just with their name alone, they could write nothing of importance, but just that. It's shocking to me that YouTube allows that they have yet to, after all these years, yet to make it that when you sign up for a YouTube channel, you literally have to link it to your Google account and say, this is legitimately who I am. No more being anonymous, being yeah, this is who I am. Because I honestly feel like so many of these names, these accounts are, why does it feel like they're all teenage boys? Why does it feel like that? Or, boys in their 20s, because they're still kind of teenagery in their 20s. That's always what I think when I see that nonsense, is that it's a bunch of kids that are just not being monitored. That's what it feels like. Because I don't know, when you start getting mature and you have a job and you have to pay rent and bills, I sort of feel like maybe that kind of dissuades you from being so awful. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it's just so disgusting how YouTube just goes, yeah, whatever, we look the other way on that, but we're gonna hold you guys accountable to all these other things. So it's one of those, it's just,
yeah, we're gonna have to see if we can do it private and just text people.
Yeah. So
and then people have to catch it on the replay or on the texting.
Mr.
platform.
Crafty and I have really been talking about it lately because the last few lives have been really bad.
It has.
I am bred with embarrassment when I see it's so hard to power through it when I see it's stuff that I happen to glance at. I almost feel like I'm not even looking at the chat room, because I don't want to see something I can't unsee. And then I'm just, I'm embarrassed that you guys have to look at it too. I mean, I know we're not all poly pure in here, but still, some of this stuff is holy cow. Am I old enough to be seeing some of this? So yeah. So YouTube's doing a lot of changes right now. It's affecting lots of people who make content. You guys have probably seen lots of videos going around because a lot of crafters have been posting things. And so it'll be very interesting. Oh, hi, Miss Lynn. And yes, Ellen, Periscope has those same issues. That is the #1 reason why I walked away from Periscope. I tried it in the beginning and I was kind of excited for it, but after I watched that, and that is why a lot of people tried it and walked away. They're like, oh no, this is not for me. I just really think that there's a lot of young kids on here, 13, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, thinking that they're just real hot stuff and interacting with adults and saying these atrocious things to get a reaction. So well played, trolls. There's your reaction. I honestly think it feels like it just feels so much like what a young boy would do. I don't know. So yay, Erica says, I just spent the last hour creating my Christmas card, so I haven't seen any of the comments. Good job, Erica. Focus on like the good pure stuff. The like good, yummy, feel good. We're not thinking about terrible things and negativity. Oh, Alicia. Hello, friend. Hi, everybody. Donna Lou says, but like Mr. Robinson's mom always told him, when there is tragedy, always look for the helpers. They are always there helping. The helpers. It's so true. This is such a community of helpers. Alicia, I just mentioned you. So Alicia just jumped on. And it's funny, you guys, I have like my strong 200, my 200 faithful. But one thing about Alicia is that she was like the girl that was like on, like as soon as we went live, boom, there she was. Like you could count on it. So it's funny when you guys do different things. Sometimes I can tell when you're not around because I get used to seeing those little names, even though I can't sit there and acknowledge every single person. Just know that when you're consistent, I totally see your little names. And it's fun when I see new names too. Are you guys ready for this? Miss Kelly did the best. So this is the Late Night Crafty Club freebie. This is a divider that you can add to your playbook if you so choose, or you can simply cut it out and put it up. I have a little clipboard that I have hanging up on the wall back there, and that's what I'm going to do with this so that it's up there. Are you ready? It's so delicious. So we haven't seen one of these in quite a while. It's one of the little magazine covers. I asked her, she gave me the chance to have feedback. Sometimes if she has time, she'll let me weigh in on what the freebie is, and sometimes she'll just do it on her own. So this time it was, I got to request. And she's beautiful. She's got such a little whispery look in her eyes, and she has green eyes, like hazily eyes, which I love because I have hazel eyes. And I love that I'm editor-in-chief. Connect to a community of like-minded friends who will cheer you on and inspire you. Our sassy resident expert Damaris will walk us through how to organize any craft room. Have you guys seen Damaris's craft room? It's bomb. I think from what I've seen, like our creative team, I think all of you guys have your own craft room, and they're pretty amazing. Like from the little things that I feel like I've seen on social media. The 4 reasons you need the Crafty Club playbook in your life: your memories, your thoughts, your words. Is that not adorable? I love it. Kelly, this is probably like the best cover you've ever done.
Should I put the link up?
Yes, Mr. Crafty, post the link. Release the hounds.
The link has been posted.
The link has been posted. So Mr. Crafty will keep posting that link in the chat room. I definitely think that's something people would buy after the fact. So what we do is when we have a freebie for the Late Night Crafty Club, we do it one. Even if I had multiple Late Night Crafty Clubs, we only do a freebie once a month. So they are free to you. This printable is free to you during the show when you show up live. After the fact, we put it in the shop and we charge like $1.95, whatever, it was.
That one may be more than $1.95.
Mr. Crafty's like, we might charge more for that one. But I'm saying this is one, holy cow, I would gladly pay $2 for that. But oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm gonna cut this out and pin it up on my wall back there. I am so loving my Christmas decorations that I have. I'm feeling the Christmas magic. This is the year I treated myself to like getting some extra stuff because I left all of my Christmas ornament. I have like a little bin, a little small little bin of Christmas stuff, and I left it all in our storage. I don't know what I was thinking. So then we went on our trip, and on our way there, we discussed not living in an RV anymore. And I think that kind of gave me that spirit of, well, if in that case, I can buy stuff again for Christmas. So I treated myself to some new garland. That's my same little tree. But out there in the living room area, I actually put some, like, really, I tried to cute it up. And I would love to do a video like showing you guys my little Christmas spirit going on in the RV, because no time. That's not true. I think one time we showed you. Like, it's pretty much the only time of the year I feel like it looks cute and cozy. But you know what I mean, like company worthy. But now I have a little fireplace, a little electric fireplace. And I'm totally going to put this on my favorites list because we bought it on Amazon. And it is one of the best things I have ever purchased on Amazon.
You should give them a tour of the RV.
Is it clean up there?
I can make sure it is.
Okay, Mr. Crafty's going to do a little inspection. So and I'll grab the camera and I'll run you guys out there. We'll all run out there together to the very long length of the other side of the house, so I can show you. But I'm excited. I think this little fireplace is perfection. It's actually a heater. It has the heater underneath the unit, and then it has a little door that opens, and there's like little flame. It looks like little flames and a little glowing log, and you can opt to have the heater on or off. So you could just have it on for ambiance. I think every craft room should have a little fireplace. So I will take you guys out there. That will be my making it up to you for not crafting tonight. As soon as I'm done with this late night crafty club, I need to jump on a FaceTime with Miss Kelly, because we have to get our landing page done tonight. Because I don't want to hold back on this launch. This is the most amazing playbook. Oh, before we do that, I need to flip through the playbook. That's more important than showing you guys our little fireplace. So I'm going to ask Mr. Crafty to like flip the camera so that I can do I need to flip the camera? Okay, so here's my the freebie tonight, which is so bomb. This is like the most epic freebie ever. And there she is. Oh, she lights up my world. I want that. Wouldn't that be an amazing t-shirt? I need that as a t-shirt. Kelly, are you on the live? Are you listening, Kelly? Take a note. Okay. Yes, Bonnie says, will we see all the wings of the estate?
Yes, all 4 slides. We'll show you all 4 slides. Okay, I think we're good.
Oh, I guess we're going. Okay, we're going to go on our little trip.
Do you want to right
now?
Sure.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do it. Let's go on a trip. Everybody, grab a wing.
I'll be your photographer.
Okay, don't look too close. There is, I don't know how clean everything is. So here is the area where we used to have a bed, and we tore out the bed, and now it has all of my my crafting stuff in here, and our printer, and all of my little headbands. my many kitty ears are in here. And then behind us, I'll just show you guys this really quick. This is where our printer and all of our printer supplies live.
Used to have a TV.
All of our papers. Yes, there used to be a very old ancient TV in here, and we found the sign at Hobby Lobby, and it fit perfectly as a door.
Indeed.
All right, come along. Oh, shall I show them? Like, this is my fun new little, look at this. I got this.
What's his name?
You know, I don't think I officially gave him a name. I'm going to go with Rex.
Rex.
That's the name on my little file box here.
Okay.
So Rex it is. And my little garland. Okay, come along. Our little.
We don't need to show the
plain little bathroom.
We'll just breeze through the bathroom.
Okay. let's pull that away. Okay, so swing around here. This is our little cocoa bar. So I got a new little mug tree for my enormous collection of mugs. And a little hot cocoa bin for the little hot cocos I bought when we were in Vermont, and our stockings, which are just kind of like decor. And I love this so much. It's from TJ Maxx, From the Desk of Santa Claus. Isn't that so cute? And then I got this at the really cool Nashville Christmas market. It's one of those like little enamel mugs that says reindeer. Was it Reindeer Games? Reindeer Feed. So, and then I put up, or Mr. Crafty put up, let's be honest. We put up garland this year. So now we have like this greenery that kind of makes it feel more cabiny. And then I bought this, which we need to hang up, but it's, why are you so far away?
So they can see more.
Oh, okay. And then I found this at TJ Maxx and I loved it. Actually, I think this is Hobby Lobby. Isn't that cute? So I wanted to hang this up. This is one of my favorite songs that we sing at Christmas time. So these are fun little ornaments that I bought in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
And then my fun little tree, my little miniature tree, which let's see if the lights will come on. The lights came on.
Whee!
So there's, see the little teeny tiny little pinprick lights there.
And here's Papa Crafty's station.
Here's a tip. If you guys have scarves in your arsenal, I use scarves as my table, like my runners. Because I can't, it's California. It's not scarf weather here. But they made the greatest little runners for my little cabinets. Here's our new bed. I got new bedding. I got a new, like a charcoal colored bedding, a new little new pillows, this fun little mustard sweater throw. And then this cabinet also has a scarf on it. I found this little scarf for my my little mountain goat. I love him. I got him in honor of my dad who used to hunt them. And then I got reindeers. These came from New York City. They're from TJ Maxx. They are super heavy and I carried them all over once I went shopping, but I loved them so much. And then Target has these adorable little signs in their dollar spot. So I got this one and another one. And then, ta-da-da-da, here is our fabulous little fireplace. So it has this little door that swings open and the little light will go on or off. And then the heating controls are down here and the heater itself is down here. So I bought this little tree. I bought this little sign and this adorable little pink, the little pink truck. Is that not cute? Is that not, even Mr. Crafty said it's adorable.
I did. I did.
And then and some of our blankets are down here, and this little pillow came with my comforter set.
And my computer goes so well with the decor, doesn't it?
Indeed. So I, as you can see, I'm trying to cover it. Cover it up. This is the biggest mason jar I've ever seen in my life. It's full of green and brown pine cones. And I just thought it would be fun. I was going to put little lights inside of it, but I can't find like good lights. All of them are like really crummy and they burn through batteries really fast. So I have to keep up the search.
And there's our TV.
There's our TV. We call this the nest.
The nest.
The nest. So right now it's kind of like in couch mode. And then once it starts getting late, Mr. Crafty will say, "Are you ready to get in bed mode?" And then we turn all the bedding around. Well, the pillows, I should say, come here and we watch TV, which is on this really cool. Mr. Crafty made this really cool TV mount. So this actually moves around. You can see. So that's it. That's our cozy house. I have a new clock. It's mustard from Hobby Lobby. And this is one of the Hobby Lobby pictures. This is also Hobby Lobby. So this is the coziness. And I'm so excited. Our house is like all clean and cozied up. And then come along. Come.
Do you want to do still face forward or top down? So
We can do top down.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Wow, look at there. There I am. It's funny watching. Okay. All right, so let's do this. And then I will we will be released. Okay, so Mr. Crafty will put the yeah, Sloan says it's definitely not scarf weather here on the coast of California. I have the windows open and fans going, right? I have my windows open too. So Erica, we will be in the RV. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna look for somewhere to live in Washington. So we might have to stay in the RV till we find a home, but definitely it will be next year ASAP. I cannot wait to have a house again, to just live in somewhere permanent. I don't care if we're renters or homeowners. Okay, so Mr. Crafty, can you post the link again?
Yes.
And some people said they're getting cut and paste gave them an error message. The pink truck came from the Nashville Christmas market, the live event that I went to, and I cannot remember the name of the seller. I saved all of their business cards and everything. I'll have to look at it again, but Lisa says it's toasty here in Monterey. I didn't know you lived in Monterey, Lisa. When the first time I ever moved out on my own when I was 18, I actually moved to Salinas to go to school there, and I used to go over to Monterey all the time. Okay. Well, thank you, Kathy. She says, excellent tour. I thought this was Property Brothers. That's the kind of high-end entertainment that we provide around here. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay. Let me set the mood. So I have my yum background. Okay. So here's my Crafty Club playbook fully assembled. When you purchase the workshop, you're going to watch me build the whole thing. So you will see step by step how I did it, including using these cutting mats from the dollar store and turning it into like a little cover to kind of keep my tabs all protected and covered in here. So here is the full blazing color of the cover. And I do also provide links to the different papers I used. And there is actually a paper product that we just recently tested for a pack of photo paper. It was $5 on Prime. And the paper looks as glorious as it does with the Moab. So that's something I linked in there so that you guys could save some money. We printed my cover on that. So here is the intro page, which is where I stapled my first little tab was to the back of that. And you are seeing now the table of contents, which is new this year. And then here is the checklist challenge and the playbook page tracker. So you can kind of check off as you complete pages in your book. And the checklist challenge is replacing all the bingo challenges that we had every month. Now you just get one checklist challenge for the entire season. And then you have a fun little skinny bookmark that you can use to kind of like hold your place wherever you are. And on this are all the reminders that we have in the Crafty Club that says, hey, during January 1st through the 7th, share a page or spread in the Crafty Club. So you have that little reminder. Did you do that? When you share, you can check it off and see your progress. Here is the very first split. So there's the split. And here's the divider that I put in between them. So you will be watching me build my dividers, how I assemble them. And then here is the winter section. This is, I think, the documenting. Is that what the tab just said? Yes, this is the documenting section. Here is the new mood board. Here is our new documented pages. So they've been given a little facelift. You're still going to, keep track of what you do currently, what you're obsessed with, what your thoughts are, what your done list was, how you self-cared, what you love about blank, and then your current mood. So this would be for January, and then this is for January memory keeping. We have a new fun little layout. This time we're providing sketches and you kind of build it with your own products. And then we have like the little collage of photos like we have done in the past. And then here's your February documented and then your February memory keeping. This is the only part of the playbook now that has a specific month or like date time, framework to it. The rest of the pages in here are all loosey-goosey. You can do them whenever you want. There's no specific, like you're on a time frame. It's all been changed to alleviate that feeling of, well, now I'm so behind because I've already missed all this stuff I was supposed to do this week or this month. So you'll notice there's only 2 months in the memory keeping section, and that is because we've changed the months that each season will cover. Winter will be December, January, and February, but we already included December in this year's book, so we're just kind of skipping it and just focusing on the 2 remaining months of winter. And then here is another divider, and then that leads us into. So you may be wondering, if you are seeing this for the first time, what you're going to see when you first have your playbook is you'll see these. I call this a split. The reason why it's a split is because it's giving you a place to put a nice divider. If you glued your memory keeping page to your activity page, you wouldn't have, I mean, if they were printed back to back, you wouldn't be able to have a divider that starts off your activities. So we created, this is what I did with the very first handbook that I made for Camp Reset. I created what I call a split, and that split gives you the chance to add a divider. Now you have design over here and design over here. And these are all your activity pages. So now they're kind of like all blended together. And I'm just going to kind of like skip through those real quick. Here's the next divider. And then here are your fabulous art journaling pages. If these look familiar to you, that's because these were based very similar on the Camp Wannacraft art journaling pages. You'll notice that she's been updated as well here in the little corner. There's also a little feature here too, that we have a little checkbox for a lot of the spreads or pages to remind you, hey, shared this page in the Crafty Club. When you have shared it, you can check it off like, yeah, that's a page that I shared, and I shared that one. Sometimes it'll be just one of them for a whole spread, or it's one of them per page. It just depends on what the pages are. So then after your playbook pages are ended, then you have the chance to add additional materials to your book and kind of start building that kind of junk journal feel. So this is all mixed media paper, and I provided the link to where I purchased this. It was pre-cut and pre-punched. Here is some note paper that came from, that I bought in a pack. And then here's another divider. And then here's where I added pocket pages, which is what we are encouraging you to do so that you can do some simple memory keeping. Candy filmed a video, 2 videos, to show you how you could use these for simple memory keeping and doing scripture writing, which is what I had loved so much doing my scripture writing during camp, that this is an example of my pocket pages from my junk journal that we did during Camp Wannacraft, and I was using them to do all my scripture writing. This was like heavenly. I loved it so much, and I started finding other materials to do my scripture writing on, and like book pages, and just clipping things, using this as packaging from a scrapbook package. So that is what this playbook is now designed to do, is for you to be able to add all those fun extras. So here's the pocket pages ready. Here is a tab for scripture writing. I just threw some graph paper in here for now. I will probably readjust my pages once I get started. And then there is another divider that I am using. Isn't she adorable? I'm calling this extras. And here's where I threw a pocket page together, put some scrapbook paper in there. And this is where I'm keeping my extra tabs and the little templates that we created for you, so that you know the exact sizes to cut photos. And here's like a template from the memory keeping. I think it's one of the memory keeping spreads, has strips on it, so you can use that template to cut the strips of paper. I also trimmed down my art journaling prompts, and I punched them and put them in here. So, and here is the back of the book. So, and then I added another of the clear cover. So that is my delicious book. And then, as I showed you earlier, you get these fun little pages to help you decide, are you going to do disc bound? Are you going to do loose ring? Here's how you assemble your dividers and tabs. If you opt not to do the workshop, you'll have something to kind of guide you. And then you get print at home directions. You get print professionally directions. These include giving you 2 options for cutting your paper, because now we are not doing letter size. Although you do have, there is something on here that says if you want to print it to letter size. So for those of you who want to do a letter size book, you just have to print, print it larger. But know that all of the little printables that we made were sized for this size. So you will probably have to adjust those. And I can't say what those are, because we're not supporting the letter size this year. We're focused on the smaller format. And then you get this little fun thing, which is just a big reminder of all the events and things that we do to support the Crafty Club Playbook, so that you have friends to craft with, like we're doing right now. Hopefully you guys are doing right now. The other thing you get is you are getting a kit now. I'm not selling that separately. It comes all together. So when you buy the playbook, it comes with all the fun accessories. So these are from the photo. This is from my photo shoot earlier. I have cut them all out. So here's the tabs that are set up on the page already for you to punch. And then we have these delicious, like there's pocket cards for you to put into little pocket pages. There's little 2x3 photos that you can use to create a winter grid. So we've got all these fun little pictures and fun little cards. If you choose to do the loose rings option, there are pocket pages that are designed to fit these particular pocket cards. The Happy Planner focuses on like a 3x4 and a 6x4, and that's it. But this one had there were other options with the other type of pocket pages. So here's a fun little 3x8 card. Isn't that adorable? These look so vibrant and gorgeous because these are printed on photo paper, and I did link in the workshop. I linked the products that I used. So here's delicious little pocket cards, and then these glorious honeys, which I pre-cut, that you can use in your art journaling pages like I do. These are fun little wintry honeys. So those are there. And then we also have like more photos, lots of little photos, so that you can kind of make it look realistic, as if you were, kind of visiting and traveling. So here's some fun little word strips, more little photo cards. Look how adorable that is, you guys. It's spa day. Look at Sammy getting her spa on. You also get a little 5x7 cover, and that's in case you want to make a different kind of cover. So if you want to make a cover like I did for my my Camp Wanna-Craft junk journal, you can do that easily like that. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look delicious? So you can make your cover different than how I did it. You can make it with scrapbook paper behind it, chipboard. So that's what this is for. And if you like this cover, you can always use this to hang on your wall. And then there's like really fun decor in here. Look how cute this little cup is. So all of this I'm showing you right here. The book, all the pages, the dividers, the tabs, the prompts, all of the kit, all of this is $19.95. I know you guys all just collectively gasped. It's not a sale price. It's the price. I'm not doing any more early bird stuff. It's just $19.95. Like I said, we put way more design into this book, but we want to get it into more hands. So if budget has always been that issue because you do have to print things, then I want to make the price more accessible. So it's $19.95. And then for the extra, if you buy the bundle, you get a special price on the workshop. So the workshop with the bundle, what is that? I'm afraid to say it because I don't want to be wrong and I don't have the thing in front of me, but I just remember, is it $29.95? All I know is that there was like a $10 difference. So if you buy the bundle, the workshop is $10 more, and you would purchase that from our Teachable website. And then all of this will be in the Teachable along with the workshop videos. All of this material will be in a file folder waiting for you on that platform. So yes, $19.95, everybody. I want more of you crafting in a playbook this year, and we want to make that possible. So we're making it more affordable. That's in the past, none of the playbooks bundled with a kit, we're ever that price. So we've given you even more kit pieces. We only used to do like 3 pages of kit pieces. So this has got way more. Plus we've given you all these delicious dividers. We've included 6 full color dividers, and you can certainly make your own and add to it, but we went ahead and made some of them for you. And I'm so in love with this playbook. I can't even. So I will be doing a flip through all over again tomorrow during the beginning of our party. Hopefully it will be available to sell. Hopefully like during the show at least, because I plan on actually crafting. So we'll be working in our current playbook. I might jump in and do a few little things in this playbook. Vanessa's asking how do you buy a gift certificate to buy on the Teachable website? That is a very good question, Vanessa. We have not figured out that answer yet. We're scrambling to get everything up on Teachable, and it's very new to us. So I really wish that we could have like gotten all of that information done earlier, but we just didn't. Another reason why, as I said earlier, that we need to do less in 2020 and just focus on a few things and just do them in excellence. So you guys are very excited about the price. So that's what I want to see. I want you guys to feel the love. I want you guys to realize that, we are trying to build community. And if we have to use a fun little book to do it, and to make it be possible to get it into more hands, that is what is important to us. So we made a big change in how we did things, and we kind of shrunk it down. And now you guys, if you are happy planner girls and you bought one for 2020, now you can add these pages to it if you want to. You can throw in part of your planner. You can use the other accessories if you want to do it that way, or you can just punch it with 2 holes and use it, like put rings in it. I personally love the rings, but I think that I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence of what I'm going to do. I mean, this is glorious, but part of me is like, oh, I love the rings. There's just something so fun about having them on rings. So I don't know. I might give this to my mom for Christmas, or I might just hold on to it. I haven't quite decided yet. But you do have 2 options of our suggestions of binding it, and we gave you step-by-step tutorials on how to build all of that in the workshop. The workshop bundled price is only available when you buy it the first time. You can't go back and try and get that reduced price if you just buy the playbook right now. You have to do it right up front, get the bundle. Otherwise, you can buy the workshop later for $14.95, I think is what it is. On its own, and it's a $5 difference, so it's not the end of the world. If it's just not in your budget, you can always do it later. But we really did want to make sure that if you're the kind of person who just feels like you really need to have more inspiration, more of a walkthrough, the workshop is yours to keep once you purchase it. It's your content. You can come back. You can refer to it to use it for building a planner, for building a journal. You can use all the things that we teach you and show you. You can apply it to other projects, which is really nice. So it's definitely not just about the playbook. It's about any digital paper product. If you guys start feeling more adventurous and you want to buy somebody's digital planner, a printable planner, I should say, you can do that, because now we'll walk you through what you can do with it and all the super fun stuff. So all of the details for the workshop will be available tomorrow along with the playbook, and you can read through what we're actually doing. There's 16 videos in the Crafty Club PlayBook workshop, and we cover all of it's all foundational. It's about how do you prep your dividers, how do you attach the tabs, how do you make the tabs, how do you make covers, how do you make different dividers, how do you assemble it if I'm doing a disc bound, how do I assemble it if I'm doing a loose bound, the loose rings. So I'm telling you guys, it'll be super fun to watch it in your downtime. And once January 1 rolls around, if you want to sit down and watch it later, you totally can. But it's yours to keep. So you guys, a lot of you guys are happy planner girls. So a lot of you might have rings already laying around, or I should say discs. I also linked in the workshop, I linked where these delicious gold, like rose gold binder rings came from. These are the kind of rings, like having stuff like that in your craft stash is a great thing, because then you can make your own albums and mini books anytime you want. So yes, Doreen, it is true. $19.95 for all of this. And if you want to upcharge, spend a little bit extra, you can go ahead and get the workshop with it. So I hope that makes your heart sing, you guys. And I just know, you guys know the drill. Our launch days are always they're always some kind of like, you know, the website will run slow. It's just the amount of traffic. So just don't feel like you have to rush to the website to do it. Like I said earlier, I do not know what time it will go live, but I will see you at 9 a.m. For those of you who want to do some scripture writing with our First Love Club. And then at 12 noon PST, I will be back to do our little Crafty Club Playbook launch. So hopefully it's our launch party. Hopefully there's a launch. Hopefully it's all ready to go. Pray for us if you're a girl of prayer, because we often have little snafus in our technology life. So I hope that you guys really appreciated tonight's show and getting so much insight into what's going to happen in the new year. I appreciate how many of you showed up. I know you guys have so many other options to spend your Friday night. I hope that some of you got some crafting done. I am kind of cutting this show shorter than I normally do, because I really do need to get to work on our landing page so that there's something for you guys to see tomorrow. I just love your little faces. I want you guys to feel that. And that's what me and Mark are very, just when we talk about less, it's even stuff like this. Like if I can charge less for this, it means that more of you will join, like start working in it, buying it, become more invested in the community. You can, you know, buy this for a friend. You can put one together and work with your kid. Wouldn't that be nice to have? You know, there's so many possibilities for the playbook for me. So many different things we can do with this. It's such a unique product. And my dream is really to have it a physical book that one day that you guys could buy on Amazon. That's what I hope for. I don't know. But just know that our winter is going to be nice and soothing. And I'm going to start, you know, showing you guys on YouTube what my planner setup is going to be, and how I have my desk set up, and what I've got going. What are my little, you know, what are my things I'm working on? I'm going to be doing an unboxing video of my skincare products that I just bought, and my little fun makeup, like little subscription for beauty products that I just started, because a lot of you are into that too. So we're going to, my goal is to spend a lot more time with you guys on YouTube and here in the club, and just really helping you to be accountable, to keep working your creative gifts and growing and learning more and more, so that 2020 you're going to be like, I'm a crafty goddess. And yes, Miss Collage Artist, that is the price. It's not an early bird price. It's not a sale price. That's the price of the playbook, $20. So I hope that just made your day hearing that. We really want to spread the word, spread the love of the Crafty Club Playbook. And I want you guys to not be stressed about, you know, all the expenses. So this is it. I'm not launching anything else in December. There's no collection anymore to worry about. So you guys can just focus on, like, this is your one and done gift to yourself. This is what I would focus on. And, you know, and I highly recommend the workshop. I really do. It'll be the first of a series of playbook workshops we're going to offer. I hope to like have them all set up, so every time we launch a playbook, there's a workshop to go with it. So you guys will love the new size. It's so compact and so nice. And I just feel like you're going to have a little row of these, 4 of them sitting on your shelf. By this time next year, we're all going to be looking at our 4 little books and being like, we did that. We crafted this. So I will have more information about the upcoming things in our future, like the retreat, all of that. The retreat will not go live until the end of January. It will be on sale on January 4th. We have not priced it yet, so that's a coming. So I hope that you guys show up tomorrow. I know I just showed you the shebang, but hopefully I'll be talking to people who have a playbook in their hands or have been able to download it. So wish me luck, you guys. Mr. Crafty, can you post the last round of freebie? And then we're going to shuffle off to go do our, some of you guys are probably ready for bed. Some of you guys are probably ready to do some Netflix and craft. So I definitely, my focus, my next focus is going to be creating a whole Faithful Girl product, a whole Faithful Girl playbook. I don't want it to be a section in this book. I want it to be its own book because it's going to have a whole other purpose. So just know that that's the next thing for me, and I'm excited. So lots of changes coming. If you missed the beginning of the video, I highly recommend you go back and watch it because I gave away all the secrets. I told you all the stuff that's going to be happening, and it's kind of crazy. You guys are not going to believe all the things we're going to be not doing because the word of the year for the Reset Girl team is less. Okay, I love your faces. Thank you so much, Caroline. I see you there. And Miss Candy, thank you so much for contributing all of your talents to this workshop. You guys are the best. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope I will see you tomorrow. Get your Hallmark movie watching on, Christmas movies, pour yourself some cocoa, get working in your playbook because the new playbook is on the way. Bye, everybody. Love you. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye.